How's it brewing, everyone? Coffee Bean here with Friday's mid-morning roast. Now, I was getting a bit stressed about trying to hit diamond before the end of the month. We are stuck kind of at the moment in plat 4. I think we can break through that ranking, but it is going to take a minute. So for today, I figured that we could go ahead and go to casual for a little bit and just see how things go. What does it do during the set cards on the field cannot be destroyed by card effects? I remember this one being pretty detrimental because it like loops. I just don't remember how they loop it though. So this to the grave. I can do this, and even if it gets stopped, add this. This one add this. Summon him out. Field. Alright, hopefully we don't get absolutely stomped here. We're gonna do it this way. I do want to get Junk Servant out onto the field, but I'm trying to think of spacing. Yes, I do want to do this. I want to put him. You'll see why he's, I guess, a bit more important in just a minute. Grab you. Go ahead and grab. Okay, we can do something else. We'll grab this. It's not something that we can use this turn, but it'll set up great just being on our field. I guess I should have waited until end phase to set it. I could go ahead and do that. We've got some flair we need to add, some spice. Winged Karibo. That was honestly a phenomenal thing to be sent to the grave. From here we're gonna do. I can take formula too. So many options. First, we'll do this. Unfortunately, I didn't do a dust and a light. Actually, this one seems to be like the bigger issue. Oh, no, never mind. Do I want that back now? I don't think I want it back just yet. This. And there are definitely other routes to this. There are better routes I could have gone with this. But, this is just one in particular that I really enjoy. I want to do this. Alright. Let's see, there are a few different things happening here. That's the one already in the grave. Guess you can do something. I believe I need this, this. There we go. This should be game. Yeah. Like I said, the route was a little odd, but yeah. It's a bit unfortunate, but Supernova will come back to our side of the field. But we also still have a play here, oddly enough. Yeah, okay. We're just gonna end this with Barrett. Might be wondering how exactly we plan to do that. He shouldn't have let me get so far in this combo though. That'll be great. Actually now I have no, I should still go with this. Yeah, because I can't actually get on level 11 without adjusted. Okay. Plus, I just want more tuners in the grave. Oh wait, no, he can Spanish. It still adds to Supernova. Supernova should be... Oh no, it is just in the graveyard. Okay, yeah. Again, like, I have decks that are definitely closer to being top tier, but I never play them. Okay, this definitely isn't top tier. There's so much more synchro stuff that you could do, but I just love the pathing, the routing that I've had planned. Also, he just misplayed waiting so long on Nibiru. If he had done that off of my first actual 5 summons, I think he would have had me. But he waited so long that we did end up getting the win. GG's to my opponent, and let's go ahead and move on to the second duel. Now, there were definitely better plays I could have made in terms of setting up my field that first turn, or in that last duel, the first duel. But because I knew that he had something in his hand, I was kind of trying to move into that avenue of, okay, well, if my field gets cleared somehow, whether it's, you know, the spell or a trap, it was a trap that I had in my back row, or if it's, you know, the monsters on my field, how can I prep for the turn after, and or how can I prevent it from destroying me this turn. Part of the reason why I don't think Baron can stop. I don't believe that it can negate. I don't know if it can negate Nibiru, because it is a tribute, though it is a monster effect. I am unaware of how that ruling works. Well, looks like that's gonna wrap up the video for today. No, I'm joking. Although I think I will actually, because this happened. Let's hop into a live duel. Those are pretty interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and head on over. All right, I found one that was Exo Sisters versus Cyber's Monsters. So this will be interesting. I personally struggle really heavily against the Exo Sisters, but I haven't seen a lot of other people play Cyber's decks. I guess all that much as of late. I've seen cards like Heat Soul and Transfer Copper, but beyond those two, I don't really see Cyber's monsters all that often. Marincess is Cyber's, but even then, I run into them once, maybe every, I could probably say every 100+ moves. It's not very often that you see them. And Exo Sisters, even these cards have been kind of more in the dark as of late. I think people who I typically see playing the archetype are typically older Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel players, where they were playing since Duel Links, and they kind of transferred over and just kept playing the archetype. And it's not bad, like, it's a really good deck. But it's just something that a lot of people, I don't think, know about. And because, not that they brick, but it's very hard for an Exo Sister deck to brick. But if you have the right negates, even if you don't exactly know what you negate it, if you get, I believe you need 2 to shut down the deck, then it absolutely stops like everything. And because everyone was running things like Ash Blossom and All by the Grave, like you saw, they just played both cards on both sides. Because those cards were so common to new people coming to Master Duel, I think there are a lot of people who had no clue how detrimental those cards were. Also, Mathmech. I've been seeing a lot more of them lately. If you guys have been seeing more Mathmech, or whatever decks you've been seeing more of, let me know down in the comments. Also, if you're winning against them or losing more often against them, let me know as well. Because I'm always interested in seeing how these things play out. Because for a long period of time, even after like Tearlaments got nerfed really heavily, I saw Tearlaments still around for a good chunk of time. Now I don't see them very often, unless it's mixed with Kashtira. But that's also like, I'm gonna say close to like 70% of players have Kashtira mixed into every deck that they have. So it's, that one to me is a bit less of a main archetype, but it seems almost as if like, they tack it on with something else. Or everything else is tacked on to Kashtira. I hope that made sense, but you'll notice that on both sides, things have been negated, and yet they're still both swinging pretty strong. Okay, well, I said that, and then Mathmech lost their XY's monster, and I think Exo Sisters haven't premiered. Once per turn, quick effect, you detach one material from this card, banish one card your opponent controls. When your opponent activates a card or effect. I don't think that, that doesn't do much for him. I mean, yes, they have to detach. They didn't need to do that. Why would they do that? Oh, did they have to do that to use its effect? They might have had to do that to trigger this effect as a aftermath. I would have honestly saved that imperm for this turn to try to have stopped whatever they had. Like if he had used the imperm there on this turn, locked that card out, stopped that effect, he could have gotten his Mathmech out of the grave. Interesting. Sorry. I honestly don't know why he went into defense there. Oh, okay, I see. He was waiting till he had enough attack. I was like, no, that doesn't make sense. Instead of swinging and not being able to get the kill, and then if the Mathmech player was able to summon out something with a really high attack, then the Exo Sister player would have died from it. So okay, I understand not swinging there and going into defense. If anything happened, I think he had, because he still had Max C. Did he already have Max C in his hand before that turn? I think he did. So he could have used that if the Mathmech player started summoning things out. That would have covered his back. But yeah, that was good. I enjoy watching these. It's a bit of a learning experience. I know that there's still... Sorry, I'm breathing. I know that there's still a lot in terms of Yu-Gi-Oh! That I need to learn. So I really do appreciate being able to sit down and just watch other people play. Even though it's, going really fast, and I'm sorry that I didn't, break down every single thing that was really happening, or even like some of the more major type stuff. But I just get so fascinated seeing people duel and like their different thought process. And I know I'm not, an expert with any of these decks that people play, but it's always fun to like look at it and be like, oh, see, I would have done this, and just kind of speculating on like how that would have changed the duel or how it could have changed the duel. And yeah, that's honestly one of the most important things when playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Or any game for that matter, is remembering that, you're just trying to have fun with the game, and that learning is part of, it should be part of the fun. I should have put all of this at the start of the video. But yeah, just let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing some new content besides Yu-Gi-Oh! I know that we've been doing day in and day out of Yu-Gi-Oh! Challenges, so I'd understand if you guys do want to see me do something different. I forgot there's one game that I should be posting hopefully soon if I get around to editing sometime soon, but we will see. But enough said. Thank you guys so much for sticking around this long in the video. I feel like this has been a really long video, but in actuality, it's been relatively short in terms of some of our other videos that we've made. So I say we a lot when I'm just talking about me working on stuff, but this is also something I typically don't do, showing off the deck list of what I used today. If you guys have suggestions for making it better, let me know down in the comments. Alright, and with that will be all. Take care, guys.